Well, I had a thought of how I was gonna introduce, say hi, but then as soon as I went to talk, it just slipped my brain out. It slipped out of my brain. Wow. Okay, yeah. So we took our meds and everything this morning, but we're still a little off. Like having trouble focusing. Um, can't really get our thoughts together. Like there's too much that we're thinking about. Um, I need to stop doing that because I'm getting wrinkles. How do you talk like you're being serious without getting that? Like, do I just need to stop talking like that? I don't know. So let's see. So we already did our morning inspiration thingy, and it was perfect and like a confirmation for us from our own system and like the universe and all the gods and goddesses and Set and Jesus. So I don't know if this is going to be too dark or not, but I don't know. When I go back, I worry about it like while I'm making the video, but then I go back and watch the video and I'm like, oh, I could totally see my face. Like, I don't know. Hey, Zira, you better, are you chewing on this cord? No. He is always chewing on my phone cord, my electric cord. Look, y'all, if I get up on here one day and like crying, it's because my dog keeps chewing on this and he got electrocuted and died. I mean, that's horrible. This is where, like, what's his name? Caesar Milan says, like, boundaries and limitations. Like, teach him not to chew on fucking cords. Ugh. No. There he goes again. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, our totally confirmation from our system and the universe and everything. Yeah, like I just said, because I just said all that. Um, we got in our ah, sorry. Play with your toy. In our Work Your Light Oracle cards by, what is that? Rebecca Campbell. So Campbell, I guess, something like that. So cheers to her. Thank you, whoever you are. I'm using her cards. And we got, I don't know what your problem is and why you always bark and growl whenever I'm doing a video, but you need to stop. Don't get near the trash can either. Stop. You're going to learn one day. You're learning a little bit, but I need you to catch up. Ketchup, haha, I love ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, so our card for today that we got is mirror, beautiful picture, and then you can, I don't know if you can see, but it says mirror, who or what is triggering you. So that is awesome because everybody has triggers of things that is going to bother them or whatever, but also with DID it's a little bit different. Like when a trigger happens for somebody with DID, like you're in control, but you're not in control, because you're not in control, meaning that when you're triggered, other alters are going to come forward and you're going to do these things. Let me think of an example to try to explain it. Oh, we were talking, okay, hold on. I gotta think. Okay, let's just story time. Let's just talk so we can get it out. We were catching up with our friend and talking about like Christmas and everything, and he is a really good dad, and he was telling us about stuff. Hello. See, I went to put my knees up like this to get comfortable, and my book moved my table, and it dropped my phone. I'm always messing something up. Yeah, so he was telling me about like Christmas and everything, and you know how he spent it and with his kids and stuff, and I was like, we were thinking, that's so awesome, that's so great, like you are such a great dad. Like we tell him all the time, we're like, you're a great person, you're sweet, you have this kindness about you and like this calmness, and he's very understanding of how we are. So when we were talking, or he was talking, you know, and we were thinking, you know, we were saying, you're such a great dad, that's awesome. We got triggered even by the story and even saying what we said, because it's like, our family is not like that. Like, I didn't get to go to Christmas Day lunch with my family. Like, they didn't invite me. I tried asking them, you know, like, hey, what are we doing for Christmas Day? What's going on? And they were like, you can come and see Callie in the evening at Mom's house from 5 to 7. And I already talked about in another video that night of what happened, so go and find that video to find out what fucking happened. And you know, we got triggered because, you know, our family isn't like that. We're like, he's a father who loves his kids, shows that love, he's there for them, they can talk to him about anything, and it's beautiful. And we don't have that. We don't have that. So we got triggered, and we like I don't know, became little, like so little that we just like hid under our blanket, and like in the moment we couldn't figure out why we were triggered. Like we got triggered and we knew why, but then immediately forgot why and couldn't even say why we were triggered, because like we just forgot. It was just so many emotions that we couldn't handle it, and some little came out and just hid in our blanket. And so our friend, after a few minutes, you know, of us like hiding and stuff, he was sitting there and he was like, well, and this is great because he communicates and we have great communication, so it's awesome. I love it. Where was I going with that? Yeah. He said, well, I don't know what to do right now. He's like, because you're hiding under your blanket, so I don't know if I should like let you have your time or like try to get you out of your blanket, like, you know. And he said that, and we were able to start talking to him, and he responded back, and then we responded, and then he responded. So we were like talking, and that helped us because we went through the stages and we were able to grow. We were able to get big again. And it was because he was honest. Like, he was like, this is the situation we're in right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know if you like want me to make you get out of your blanket, like come over and like pull the blanket off, or hug you or whatever, and just give you, or just give you your time until it's done. And like him even just saying that, being able to voice that, because that was the situation and he didn't know what to do. So that was wonderful. And like I said, it helped to make us big again. And then by the time we were big, it was Sabrina, and we were like, we're like a teenager. So it got better. So yes, the mirror card that we pulled is going back to that. Yes. The mirror card that we pulled is perfect because it's like, who or what is triggering you? And it's like, oh my God, yeah, we have fucking triggers. Like, wow. And it's like, how are you dealing with them? How is it helping you, or is it destroying you, or how can you turn the bad trigger into a good trigger, like to be able to get over it and grow. So that was perfect. And then in our headspace, we have a mirror, which is a portal to other places in the headspace. Like, you've got one universe, area, world that looks like this in a certain way, with like a mountain range and a waterfall and a ship and a houses and a castle, and each different little thing has portals to other different places. So the mirror is a portal to another world, another area, another village, another place in the headspace. And so far we don't really know where the portals go. I mean, kind of it's a lot. I would have to explain. I don't know. And that immediately we thought of Ivy, Veronica A. Links. That's V. Ivy, Veronica A. Links. Thou. Because V, I introduced her in a video way, but kind of a refresher. She is like, she's like a mirror, like see-through glass, like a prism, or like a scrying ball, like clear, like you can like see through, and she's basically invisible except for she has super long black hair, like jet black, like so black that it looks like purple and blue because it's just so black, and it's super long, so you see the hair. And then the only way you really notice her is because of her battle scars. And her eyes, one is green and one is red. Kit Zira. Stop it. Yes, one is green and one is red, which that's holds trauma. She's a trauma holder for many, many things, but she's also very powerful. Strong warrior. And depending on like what color you see in her eyes, like if you first notice her red eye, then you're going to think that like both eyes are red, or you're only going to focus on that one red and the other one is just going to be like invisible. And then if you happen to notice the green first, it's the same thing. Either you're going to think both eyes are green, or you're only going to see that one eye and not the other. It's just going to be like you're focused on that particular one, and each one means something different, and that's what you're going to get out of it. Pretty much like, I guess, your intentions and, you know, what she sees and what you're going to get. Leave the trash can alone. Leave it alone. Play with your toy. He's so cute. He reminds me of a deer, even though he looks nothing like a deer, and it's complete opposite, but he reminds me of a deer, like Bambi. I don't know why. Where am I going? What am I talking about? V and the mirror. Yes, because that's what V looks like silver in invisible, a mirror, see-through, you know, all of that. And we have a mirror in our inner world, which is a portal, you know, to the other side. So there's a mirror on the other side, and then it goes into that world. Which we have yet to discover. I can't wait. So who or what is triggering you? And it's just perfect. Like that card. Perfect. Like we've always felt like we were a mirror anyway, because like people look at us and it's like sometimes they're scared because it's like they catch that, you know, they say that the eyes are like something to the soul. You can see the soul or something. Don't chew on my bag either. Get your toy. What is wrong with you? Why aren't you playing with your toy? Go get it. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, mirror. Because we've always kind of felt like a mirror anyway. Because when people look at us, it's like we can see into your soul and they can tell, and it like reflects back to them. And like I said, some are scared because it's like they're like, oh my God, she's looking into, like, she sees my soul. And I'm saying she because we're in a female body. She like sees into my soul, and it's like they start thinking about all of the bad negative things about themselves starts coming up. And then there's that. And then some people aren't afraid or scared because they're like, she can see into my soul, she gets me, she understands, we can have conversations, deep conversations, even if we don't believe in the same thing, we can still discuss it in a way that's awesome. And it's not a debate, like it's not an arguing, it's not a debate, it's a discussion, it's a conversation. So pulling the mirror card is just, tarot is always on point, always, for what we're going through. It amazes me. And then if I get a tarot or some type of card that I'm like, well, how does this apply? I don't really understand. Like, it'll be something for the future. So like when the moment happens, it'll click and we think back to the tarot that we got, because we're like, that's the one we didn't understand because it hadn't happened yet. So, you know, that's really cool too. Also kind of frightening sometimes. We're kind of scared of it, but we have a gift, and, you know, it's a blessing and a curse. However, the curse side of it actually turns into the blessing, the positive part of it. Because, like, yeah, it's positive, it's great, and then it's like a curse because it's a lot to deal with and it's a responsibility that we don't take lightly. We take it serious. So, we're constantly thinking about others, praying for others, feeling them, what they're feeling, taking their burdens and their pain and giving them love and joy, patience, and understanding. So, for the fact that we take that and we give of ourselves to them, we have to then deal with that we took for them and go through it and basically aid them because we took it. So we're doing the steps to deal with it for you so you don't have to. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but if you kind of understand where I was going with that. For example, um, one morning we went to take a shower and we were in the shower and like boom, all of a sudden I got like sick to my stomach and I was like, why am I sick? Like I felt like acid coming up. I felt like I was fixing to throw up like within seconds. And I threw up in the shower and I'm like, why the fuck did I throw up? And I ended up texting my friend just to see, how she was doing and stuff. And turns out she had to go to the emergency room because she was having really bad, like, acid and pain and stuff in her stomach. So it was like while she was in the hospital dealing with that, we threw up in the shower. So it's like, even though she was far away from us, we still felt that and took it from her and we threw up. So that like took away some of the stuff from her so that she can continue dealing with normal life and get over it. And I'm sure she like got medicine for it and stuff, but we took the majority of it and we puked. There you go, explain that. I have so many stories of like how we are, how the altars, all of us altars have gifts, like powers, if you want to say it like that. So yeah, it can be a curse sometimes because we have to deal with all of this stuff, but it turns into a blessing because we know that we're helping people and that's our purpose in life. And that keeps us going because it's like we're helping people and we love that. So it helps us in return because we keep going and living life. And sometimes we get down, we get depressed, yes. Stop chewing on your bed. No. Get your toy. Get your toy. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get a story time session thingy on here and actually write it or something to be able to talk about it because I have so many stories. So many stories. But yes, so we did our inspiration. It was very wonderful. We have a little bit of extra time, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next, like which stem needs something right now, and I don't know which stem it is, but it's a stem that needs something. I'm thinking it's like our shadow stem, so we might do that because I really feel like that's calling out right now. So we're gonna go do that and some tarot and stuff, and hopefully we have time before work to actually finish it. If not, we might just bring our stuff, and when we have downtime at work, we'll do it there and finish. So yeah, morning randomness. Pretty random, I feel. We finally washed our dishes, and now I have my Rosy Rose cup tea. Yeah. Oh, let me show y'all this. Hold on. Rika. We saw it, and Rika immediately. I mean, I guess, technically I could say I'm Rika right now, but, it's weird to say that. It's weird to actually say, like, okay, right now I'm Rika. Like, oh, that's weird, but it's okay. So we were in the gas station, and we saw a little shelf of knives, and we love knives. And so we saw this one like almost immediately. Like, we had glanced over the stuff, but then like the color of it drew our eyes, pulled our eyes to look at this one thing. And when we looked at it, we were immediately were like, Riker in the back was like, get it, you have to get it, like, there's no choice. Even though you're spending money that you really don't have and it's a splurge, you have to get it. And so we were like, okay. It is orange, and it's a skull, but it's like an Indian skull. So that already is our skull stem. And orange is also for Riker, because it's like his color is like red, and the spectrums of red, kind of get into orange. So he really liked that, and he was like, you have to get it. And so that's our knife. We need to carry it on us today. That would be great. Riker wants us to do that. So that's our knife. And I cut my finger at work a little bit, so it hurts my thumb to put it back down, but we got practice with it, that's all. But yeah, so that is our knife. We have an athame. I actually don't know where it is. We need to go through our bags again and find. I know you're chewing on that wood dresser. Don't even. No. Yeah, we gotta find our athame. Ceremonial knife. Don't know where it is. And then we have like a real knife, I guess. Like, you come at me, bitch, I will cut you. Try and come in my house. Try and fuck with us. Ain't happening. And then if it gets to that point, Jack will come out. And you really don't want Jack to come out, because when Jack comes out, we completely black out. Story time with that. Completely black out. Story time for later. Yeah, okay. This has been almost like a 30-minute fucking video of I don't even know like what we've talked about. Oh yeah, the mirror thing and V and family. Yeah. Bleh. So brain vomit, get all that out. Yay. Figure out what we're thinking today and why we're feeling this way, kind of feeling kind of off, like not on our A game. Even though the inspiration thing that we got is perfect, we still feel a little off. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's like some altars that are feeling some things and I'm feeling that from them, or I don't know what it is, but it's like it's somebody around probably that's freaking out. It's probably an altar that has awakened and stop chewing on the carpet. It's probably an altar that is awakening and doesn't understand that they are in this body and they're coming out of the inner world and into the real physical world that we live in through experiencing life through this body. Yeah, so to Hatspot system, stay inspired. Yes. And like we say, if anybody else watches these videos, this is for you also. Stay inspired. Stay inspired. Think positivity, blah, the positive thoughts, you know. And if you have negative thoughts, that's okay too. See how you can turn it around to positive. Because the other night, we wanted to take like our whole bottle of sleeping pills and just, I don't know what it would do, but you know, they were like, just take the whole bottle. Just take the whole fucking bottle. Just take it. Do it. And so those would be like my persecutors. And then my protectors were like debating, and they were like, well, you know, if you do that, you don't know what would happen, and you live by yourself. There's no way you could call 911. Like, you haven't told anybody that you want to take this, so that if I don't answer my phone after like 10 million rings because I'm passed out or something, fixing to die, nobody would know. So my protectors were like, that's not really a good thing to do. Not responsible. So we didn't. Our protectors helped us not do that, and instead kind of turned it on the positive and was like thinking more about our tattoos, like, and what we're going through, and getting more tattoos and piercing to help us deal with what we're going through. Like, each of my tattoos have a story. Each of my piercings have a story and a meaning behind it. So it's great because that's the positive things. Like, we overcame those thoughts in the moment and stayed alive. We deal with depression every day, but we continue to push through and have a genuine, real smile because we know we're fighting depression, and we fight it, like fighting it. But every day we feel like we win a battle because we stay alive and we got shit done and we went to work. And, you know, Samantha is coming back slowly to help us clean, because when it gets overwhelming and too much, she's like, comes back screaming at us like, fucking clean your house. Even though she's like a little and 9 years old, it's okay that she says cuss words at us because that's what we need, and we all curse a lot, so you know, it's fine. Yeah. All right, I think that's it for this morning randomness. Yeah. It's been 34 minutes now video, so I think it's time to end it. Yeah. Hotspot system, We love you. We love ourselves. We're learning to love ourselves. Persecutors, I know you're still there. And if you have some purpose, that's fine, because we have our protectors to protect us from our persecutors. If persecutors have a purpose to persecute so we can protect and keep going, see, that's like confusing, but totally understandable at the same time. Yeah, but okay, 35 minutes. We're finally gonna go. Peace out. We love you. Hotspot system, all the stems. And if anybody else watches this, we love you also. If you want to talk to us, email us. hatspatsystem@gmail.com. There you go. Want to talk to us? Get to know us? There you go. We're on Instagram. Hotspot system. Skylar. Stop chewing on my purse. Ugh. Skylar Faye mixed with Blair, both of them buddies together, have another Instagram, and it's called DID Tarot. Yeah, it's called that. So that's another Instagram thing that we have. You are fixing to go into your kennel, or I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Anyway, we keep talking. Why do we always say bye and then we keep talking? Oh my God. All right, sound bowl to end this 37-minute video. Perfect. All right, love y'all. Peace out from Riga, Hotspot System, Lock and Blue. Yeah. Awesome. All right, see you later, guys. Bye. Hi, Chris. Bye, Chris. Love you, man. Great friend. All right, 38 minutes. No. All right, bye. Like now.